Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and I am upset. I don't know where my bracelet went. I was looking for it, and I can't find it, but it's late. And I have a silly hamster who's freaking out because of fingers in her face, as I was getting her out, and fingers in her whiskers. And the hamsters have quite the sensory apparatus set on their face. So you bonk into those whiskers, and boy, do they know it. That's a heck of a sensory apparatus up there, isn't it? She's a cutie, an absolute sweetheart, when she's not freaked out because you're sticking your fingers in her face. So I'm going to put her back in her cage so she can go back to sleep. I literally woke her up. I feel bad about that. She was kind of freaking out because, well, you know, she was inside of her nest and asleep. And then big old fat fingers in her face and dug her out of her nest. And the next thing she knows, she's wedged inside of a pocket. So, poor little thing. Still, though, well and good. I am honestly upset that I put it in this pocket. I hope I didn't forget to take it off and then wore it while I wore my jacket and then had it come off in my sleeve. I sure hope that didn't happen. Shucks darn, because I don't see it anywhere, and normally when I take it off I put it right here. Good morning. I've had a heck of a day. I set my alarm for 6:30 because I wanted to be able to sleep. Because yesterday's insomnia, I was super duper tired. I took a caffeine tablet and was jittery, but and still was having trouble staying awake. So when I went to bed last night, I set my alarm for 6:30. Normally pain wakes me anywhere between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock, but occasionally I have slept well enough that my alarm has woke me at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, because I'll set it late just in case. Well, I set it for 6:30 last night, and I woke up to my alarm. I was laying down there, not awake, not asleep, because I couldn't sleep anymore. I hurt so much, but I was too warm, and I didn't want to get up. So even though I was awake and hurting, I wasn't awake enough to actually get up. And then the alarm went off at 6:30. Since then, I've been so slow. I'm a turtle today, and I'm very, very sorry. I did not much. In fact, what have I done this morning? I did my sign, and I dug my hamster out of her nest. And that took an hour. And I'm still behind because it's 7:52 a.m. It just feels so wrong not having that bracelet on my arm. I am upset. I hope I did not lose it. Duh. That would suck. But now I can't remember what I was talking about. It is 7:51 a.m. on Friday the 19th of October. And you know what they say about Friday the 19th? Because if you do, could you let me know? I have no ideas. I mean, do they say anything about Friday the 19th? I don't know. I'm out of touch with stuff. So is that a bad day? Is Friday the 19th bad? I know it is apparently slow. I mean, past that, things are okay. I mean, as you can tell, I've got this, which I forgot to move. I keep it on at night for the hamsters. I come in here and I turn it on, and well, I did a good job of moving stuff out of the way to have a nice tidy studio area, didn't I? As you can see, I'm doing so well. Let's get that out of there. That's above. How does that look? You see these now? These are not cat food boxes. Even though these are cat food boxes, they are not cat food boxes. I use them now. They're the perfect size to stack a physical disc in. A CD that you have a computer game on, if you still buy physical discs. I have tons of old discs, but they're perfect. They take a stack in their little jewel boxes, and it's just you shut the top, and they fit almost perfectly inside there. So I got discs inside of this box, discs inside of these boxes. I have discs in another set of boxes. I got discs back in my bedroom. I have got a lot of old PC game discs. Thumbs up. And of course, Disney has never officially released, this is just a little goofy aside that suddenly popped into my head, never officially released the Song of the South with, Uncle Remus and Zippity Doo Dah, and basically they've tried to kill that history in that film because, oh boy, is that a racist film. Holy smokes, it's like slavery apologists and rewriting history about how slavery wasn't that bad, and it's nasty. But it's a Disney film, and it's got some catchy songs in it. So my parents sent me I guess it's a bootleg, but it was sold in an actual store somewhere. So in the midst of all the happy, friendly Disney stuff, I also have the DVD release of Song of the South. I'm not going to watch it. I mean, some of the songs from my youth, I watched it as a kid. I remember Zippity Doo Dah, Zippity Yay. My oh my, it's a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine in my way. Something like that. I mean, paraphrasing. So the stuff is stuck in my head from watching it at 6, 7, 8 years old. Isn't that amazing? But boy, I mean, it is just unapologetically racist if you've ever watched it. Disney has been unapologetically racist all the way through its history as well. So, thumbs up on that. If you've ever watched any of their older films, like in the World War II stuff, oy vey. Oh, that did remind me. One of the mild things I wanted to talk about. I watched, decades ago, a film where they were interviewing the few nurses that were left that had taken care of the soldiers in World War I. So they were like 70, 80-year-old women that, and like I said, it was an older film. So they were 70, 80, and 90 back when I watched the film, like in the 80s or something. And that was an older film then, so they were probably all dead at that point. But oh boy, I mean, just thinking about what they went through, I was crying like a baby this morning. And hopefully I'm not going to cry about it now while talking about it, because they were crying while talking about it. These were women that had been nurses in World War I when they were 20 and 30 years old. And now at 70 and 80, they were still just brought to tears by what they dealt with. And yeah, I can hear my voice and I'm feeling tears by my eyelids right now. One of the things that one of the nurses was talking about was all these young men would come back from the front, and they would go into their hospitals, whatever. But one of the things that you did back then was you lotioned up your feet real good. You put on your socks, you put on your combat boots, you went out and you fought. You had to lotion those things up good because you might not take those combat boots off again for 2, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Trying not to cry. Because they were talking about how when they were taking these young men's shoes off, how when they'd take off their socks, quite frequently because they did that, they'd take off their socks and their toes would come with them. And they were crying about that. And the soldiers were comforting them, saying, don't cry. Don't cry. At least I won't have to go back out to the front now. Sorry about that. And that's just so incredibly sad. So, good morning. I've been on a roller coaster of emotions because my emotional system is coming online and I'm having to deal with emotions and things. And dealing with emotions for me is difficult because of my alcoholism. Most of my life I have dealt with emotions by not dealing with them. Everything has been hidden and dulled behind alcohol. And then in the year 2000, after I became sober, everything was either hidden and smashed under trying to take care of my wife, or just hidden and smashed underneath my depression that I've always dealt with. So it's been joyous. But it's been a fun morning with the emotional roller coaster that way. And then, as stated, I got up so late, so by the time I actually got time to sit down here, it was like 7 o'clock. And then trying to wake up so I could do things, it's getting closer and closer to 7:30, and now I'm 11 minutes into this and it's 8 o'clock. So I am going to be a trifle late today, as I have in the past, setting that one tissue to the side because I don't have much money. You have to use them up as much as possible, so there's still space on that one. When it dries, I can use the spots I haven't used. Yes, I have to reuse tissues because I'm monetarily in such bad shape. Yay! Just gotta dry out the inside of my nose. I've always, ever since, even as a kid, I hated that feeling of damp inside of my nostrils. Even swimming, I would have to dry out the inside of my nose as often as I could, because I just hated that feeling. And so blowing my nose, I've always got to stick my fingers in my nose runs, I got to stick my fingers in my nose. That feeling of wet, like it's always about to drip. Ugh, hate that feeling. So yeah, I'm one of those guys that sticks their finger in their nose, but I don't pick my nose, I just dry it. I don't want to, that's picking your nose. If you're going to do that, that's definitely something you need to do in private. But if you're going to just blow your nose, I mean, that's fine. Blow your nose, dry your nose out, and then you're done. Just don't sit there and mine your nose while you're in public. Ick. Anyway, though. So yeah, today I'm just bubble sorting my brain, and that's okay. That's a good thing. My room is tidier, and that's good too. I still have to finish my table. So I've got my table, which is a sloppy mess right now. As it is, I've got stuff stacked on top of my PS4, so I can't even play my PS4 right now. It's not a bunch of stuff. I got like my dead MSI, the GTX 750, I think it was. That's sitting over on my PS4. My screwdriver is set, and I have a flying insect killer that is just, essential oils. So it's not poison. It's just like peppermint oil and mineral oil, such like that. So it gets on the insects as they fly, and it kills them because it's the strong essential oils. But that's not important. It's just I got stuff stacked on my PS4 like that, so I could turn it on and run it. It's just that'd probably add to the heat, and heat is a big problem, of course, with everything in our physical universe. Which heat is both heat management and information management, because you got to remember, information and heat are also roughly the same thing, because heat and all that is also information that's coming out. It's waste information, but it's still information. If something is just radiating heat out in space, you can just go, oh, well, how could that be just radiating information? It's just a ball of hot rock. Well, yeah, it's radiating information. It's saying, I am this hot. I am here. I am traveling. I am moving through space. I am doing this. That waste heat is massive amounts of information that tells you damn near everything that there is to know about that piece of rock. I mean, waste heat and waste information are pretty much the same thing. I mean, we're radiating damn near 100 degrees every single second with our bodies. Most of that's just waste heat that you get too many people in a room and oh boy, does it get hot fast. But that information is also extremely important because if you have a fever, you need to know just those 1, 2, 3 degree differences so you can take care of your own body. So it isn't waste information after all, is it? Huh. Oh, shucks. I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. It is arranged because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, I have fibro, depression, widower brain. I am cannabised out whenever I have the camera on. I have massive amounts of activated THC running through my body, and I'm quite sure that does not help with the memory retention short term. But I'm going to go through and thank the 20 to 25 people. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended, and I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, and different comment. The fact is you left me a comment. Thank you. So, going at my Chrome, I'm also wheezing a lot. Ugh, I love that. Anyway, we have Mariah Stacy. Thank you very Mariah or I can't pronounce that name anymore. Thank you very, very much. But suddenly I don't know how to pronounce it. Mariah? Thank you very, very much. It is appreciated. T. Duggs, thank you very, very much. And Thomas, greatly appreciated. Nathan Drake, 349, thumbs up and thank you. 100 subscribers with no video challenge. Huh, heck of a thing. John Clark, thank you very, very much. And I'm on cocaine. Well, that's a heck of a drug, isn't it? Real Moses, greatly appreciated. Maiden CDA, thank you very, very much. Tom Haynes, thumbs up and thank you. Pandora NYC1, thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kiss Cat, good to see you in the comments. Sonic Candy, oh, okay, thank you, cool name, greatly appreciated. And Brian Glenn, thumbs up and thank you. Gentle Bonk, greatly appreciated. And then we have some guy named Jamie, greatly appreciated. And Amy Winehouse, thank you very much. Nicholas Philippe, thank you, greatly appreciated. Zach Froz, greatly appreciated. J-Rock Vampire, always good to see you in the comments. Darkness Dragon, greatly appreciated. MPR Lips, thank you and thumbs up. Alex Chursa, thank you very, very much. Spooky Pal, greatly appreciated. And Tacoma Paul, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you greatly appreciated. As stated, to get me out of my head into the real world, dealing with actual people. And when you're depressed, you want to withdraw from people, but it's actually good to be around people. Not so much that you can't function. I mean, I'm also an introvert, so when I overload quickly, but being around people, at least for short periods of time, as long as you can, is a good thing. Oh boy, 18 minutes and almost 15 seconds. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be truly beautiful. Wait for it. And awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to, and really the numbers don't mean anything to YouTube. They don't care about those, they care about engagement numbers. The numbers of subscribers are here to make us feel good. Thank you for making me feel good. It is appreciated to no end. Oh, shuckle my duckle. Hopefully I'm not going to be falling asleep again all day. If I don't, I will have a reaction video, game video, hopefully a game video from my game channel. That would be awesome. So definitely a thumbs up. Yeah, I trying to do my best. With all my emotional systems coming back online, I don't know how to deal with my emotions. I'm having to learn how to do that. And so I am emotionally vulnerable and overrun quite often these days. That's why I don't have reactions. I need to have my armor up so I can let it down for a reaction. If it's already down, I'm too raw. But thank you very much. So you take care. Have a great day. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.